Stop it right now. Stop it right now. Do you understand? Listen to me. Listen to me.
Sir. Okay,
Stop.
I'll turn it off. I'll turn it off.
Stop right now. Do you understand me?
This evil police officer goes absolutely crazy as he is filmed by a responsible citizen and had one of the worst meltdowns ever caught on camera. Today we are looking at shocking moments when corrupt police officers were caught red-handed and held accountable for their actions. In June of 2024, Officer Wayne Cassie was conducting a traffic stop when he noticed someone filming from a distance. He abruptly ended the stop and confronted the individual, sparking an unnecessary escalation that quickly spiraled out of control.
You got the stuff right there? I'm gonna go over there and have a talk with. Right here. What's up, bud? You got an ID with you?
Sorry, I don't.
You have no ID with you.
No, I got my truck. Plus, it's not a stop and ID state. I'm not.
No, it is. Do you realize you are in
No, this is
Missouri?
not-
It is
there's
now
no-
illegal to record the police officer. I can seize your phone right now
It's a
as
live
evidence.
stream. It's a live
That's fine.
stream, so
Let me
there's
see your
no
phone.
evidence on the phone.
Go ahead and end it.
No.
End it right now. Or I
Sir,
will place you
just
under
committed
arrest.
a couple of felonies. It's
Listen, do you understand what I just said to you? Stop it right now. Stop it right now. Do you understand? Listen to me. Listen to me.
Sir. Okay,
Stop.
I'll turn it off. I'll turn it off.
Stop right now. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
The individual holding the camera was a truck driver, Matthew Rankin, who is carrying out his constitutional rights. Little did the poor guy know he would be coming across a joke of a cop who couldn't control his ego.
Right now. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir. It's a live stream. There's no evidence on the phone. You just turned it off, so there's no.
It is illegal in the state of Missouri to film us.
Supreme Court's already ruled
No.
against that, sir.
Bull. I'm going to seize your phone
Sir,
as evidence.
suggest you don't do that.
Oh,
You've lost
I
your
don't
phone.
care what you suggest.
You don't.
Being recorded right here.
Okay.
Let
You've
me see
lost-
your ID.
You've lost your qualified immunity.
Let me see
What
your
kind of-
ID. Do you understand what I just asked you? Let me see your ID. You're interfering with my traffic stop. Let me see your ID.
I'm on the other side of the street.
It doesn't
sir.
matter. You're taking my attention away from my traffic stop because now I have to watch over here to see what you're doing to make sure you're not going to harm me. Therefore, you're interfering with my stop because I am now taking my attention away from my traffic stop. Do you understand what I just said? Give me your ID.
But I'm telling you.
Give me, listen, I don't want your explanation. I don't want your explanation. Do you understand that?
Oh, I understand.
Okay then, great. Now that we understand each other.
Poor Matthew was clearly being intimidated badly by Officer Casey as he was also forced to ID, which was clearly against the law. It was absurd for the officer to claim that Matthew was interfering despite filming from a legal distance.
In front of my patrol car, and I'm just telling it, you're not out here asking me questions. You understand that? Yeah, no, I didn't. Okay.
That's my opinion.
I don't care what your opinion is. All right? Do you know what a felony is in the state of Missouri from being from Texas? I don't think so, okay?
You don't have.
What did you say? No, there is no... Right. Where's your vehicle at, bud?
Here.
Huh? Where? Where? Which one?
What do you want, sir?
Because I asked you where your vehicle is. Which one?
About eight trucks
8 trucks back.
back.
Here's the deal, bud. You have no idea what's going on out here,
I
okay?
have absolutely no idea.
Exactly.
I have no
So
intention
you
of
have...
interfering.
Listen. Stop interrupting me. Let me talk.
Alright.
When we're conducting a traffic stop with a well-known drug dealer,
I kind of figured that. Since
Okay.
You made her shake her bra.
I didn't make her do that.
No,
She
no,
did
no,
that
no,
all
no.
on her own.
I have nothing against what you're doing.
But you're out here trying to record us and trying to act like you know the laws.
No,
Shh. What did I just say about interrupting me, bud?
This is what unchecked authority gets you. This timid police officer is nothing without his badge, and he is scaring a poor guy and abusing his authority. But karma wasn't far behind.
Am I letting you talk when you talk? Let me talk. Let me explain things. Okay? You're over here trying to act like, you're one of them guys that want to quote the laws of the cops and act like you know everything and act like all this. I committed federal felony. There's no such thing. You don't even know what you're talking about, bud. All right? I've done nothing wrong. I'm well within my rights to do my job. Like I said, you're over here interfering with my stop because now I see you over here. I see something, a red light flashing at us occasionally. I don't know if that's a laser. I don't know what that is. There was some sort of red light coming off of your phone. I saw it several times. That's what caught my attention over here,
First time
okay?
I've ever seen it.
That's what caught my attention over here. So therefore, you are now interfering with my stop because now I have to take my attention off of this stop to watch you and see what you're doing. To make sure that you're not sitting over here with a weapon that's going to hurt me or my partner or the people that we have stopped over here. I don't know you. I don't know what you're doing over here. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, what you're saying makes sense. I don't hurt.
It doesn't matter if you agree or not. Okay? That's what you're doing. Now, I can seize this phone if I want to, get a search warrant, and search it for any evidence pertaining to my traffic stop if you would like me to do so. Then I would suggest,
You wouldn't find any possession.
it doesn't matter. It's still on your phone somewhere, somehow.
No, that's not how it works. I understand.
It is how it works.
I'll just never figure out why these cops are so scared of cameras. This ego-hungry police officer continued being a loud cunt as if being louder would somehow justify his actions.
I would suggest you get back in your vehicle, let us do our job. We have more than enough officers over here. What's that?
I had no intention of interfering.
But that's what you were doing.
In your opinion,
No, it's not my opinion. That is, by statute, what you were doing. You took my attention off of my traffic stop. I now had to take my attention and turn it towards you, which is interfering with what I'm doing over there. I would suggest you get, I don't care what you agree with or disagree with, I would suggest you get in your vehicle, bud. Have a good night. We have more than enough officers over here that know what we're doing.
And I wasn't trying to interfere.
But-
I wasn't on
but
her
you
side.
were.
I wasn't on
But
their
you were.
side. Just watching.
But you were.
Now, trying to cover up for his blunders, Casey lied that the camera's flash was red and he deemed it as a threat. It is disturbing to see just how far some of these officers will go to cover their tracks and protect their image.
That's what you're failing to understand here, bud.
And my reasonable opinion, I'll let you know, is that what you just did was illegal.
What?
I'm not going to do anything against you.
What was illegal?
Unlawful detention, unlawful seizure, violation of First Amendment rights. Supreme
First
Court's-
Amendment
Yes,
rights?
sir. First
How did
Amendment
I?
Freedom of the press.
No.
You seized my phone.
Yeah.
You illegally detained me. You illegally
No, I
ID'd
didn't
me.
illegally detain you.
You have no RAS of a crime.
No what?
The Supreme Court's already ruled that obstruction, interference.
It's a crime here in the city of Peabody.
I'd have to be close to you.
No,
Actually
you don't.
present a physical
No.
threat For it to actually
Nope.
happen.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
it is.
No.
And even
You
if-
realize the distance a rifle could shoot?
Yes, but
Yeah.
guess what?
Therefore, so I don't
Isn't
listen.
this a constitutional carry state?
It doesn't matter. If you
So,
have a weapon
no,
pointed
I'm
at me, that's
just-
not legal.
Just
That is not legal. If you have a weapon pointed at me, that is not legal.
You don't have any RAS.
Did I pat you down? I don't know if you got anything on you.
I don't. But on the other hand, it would be illegal for me to do that. I believe you guys just went constitutional carry.
Cops like Casey should never be on the job, as he desperately needs a refresher on the law. Though he eventually let Matthew go, it wasn't before violating his First and Fourth Amendment rights.
Yeah, we can open carry in this state. You're absolutely right.
So
But
if
having
I
a
had
weapon
been
pointed at me is
one
two
of
different
those
things.
First Amendment guys is what you're talking about.
No.
And I've been standing here with a rifle on my back. It would have been illegal for you to detain me then too, unless I actually had it unslung.
I never detained you.
You seized my property, sir.
I held on to your phone while I conducted our business.
You seized my.
That has nothing to. You could have turned around and walked away.
Is that
You
the-
could have turned around and walked
said
away.
If I did give you ID, you
Nope.
were going to arrest me.
Nope.
said
You
that
could
on-
have turned around and walked away.
You said if your body came.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
If I stand
good night.
Here, are you going to arrest me?
Bye.
I'm just asking a question. If I still stand here, are you going to
I'm
arrest me?
saying goodbye to you.
If I stand here, are you going to arrest me?
If you start recording us again and interfering with my stop, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to seize your phone and I'm going to arrest you for interfering once again with my stop. So I would suggest, yeah, it's right here, bud.
That's all I need. Thanks.
Have a good night.
Following the incident, Matthew filed a civil rights lawsuit against Officer Casey and the city, and then shortly after, Casey was involved in another misconduct case, prompting an internal investigation that led to his termination. The city ultimately settled the lawsuit, paying $75,000 to Matthew Rankin. The only bad part was that none of this came out of Officer Casey's pocket. Now, while Officer Casey managed to intimidate one innocent man, this next auditor wasn't having it at all.
Don't scowl at me like that. You work for me, buddy. Don't scowl at me. Oh, yeah, you do. You do. Who pays you?
In February of 2025, an individual was pulled over by two Arkansas State Police troopers for an expired tag. He calmly pulled into a parking lot before stopping, but one of the troopers immediately tried to escalate the situation.
Got a little connection stop.
I don't need you to give me directives. Just get in your car and handle what you need to handle, please. Don't scowl at me like that. You work for me, buddy. Don't scowl at me. Oh, yeah, you do. You do. Who pays you?
Not you.
Who pays you?
Not you.
Who pays you?
Not you.
Who pays you?
Arkansas State Police.
Okay, well then that's who you get your money from. It's us citizens. So quit scowling at
Pay
us.
taxes too.
Okay, good for you. You pay your own check then. Because you
Okay.
work for us. So stop scowling, go back, do what you need to do, but quit looking at me like that. Because it's
And what?
rude.
And what?
It's rude.
The way you're talking to me is very rude.
No, it's not.
You pointing your finger in my face is rude. You not listening to my
Is your-
partner
is your
very
body
rude.
cam on?
Absolutely.
Good, good. Because
Yeah.
it's not rude that you're sitting here staring at me.
Oh, I'm not allowed to look at you?
I don't care if you look at me, you're staring me down trying to be a tough dude.
No, I'm
Quit.
not.
Yeah, you did. You walked up like a tough dude.
No, I did
Yeah,
not.
you did, trying to tell me to quit talking and
Because
listen
you
to
were
him.
not listening to
don't,
him.
well, fucking don't tell. Don't.
This is a traffic stop.
Okay.
You're supposed to listen to our instructions.
I don't have to listen to your instructions.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Absolutely.
I can go to jail for not listening to your instructions when they're lawful instructions. When they're not lawful instructions, I don't have to listen to them. So when you tell me to be quiet, you're telling me I don't have a First Amendment. So you need to figure out what you're doing.
No.
Yeah.
You know the law, right?
You know the law.
Do you know the law?
Do you know the law?
I'm asking you a
Do
question.
you know the law?
Absolutely.
The auditor was very confident and vocal about his rights and exactly knew how to deal with these cops and to not be intimidated by them.
No, I'm only allowed to pat down from the outside.
Okay.
So your waistband,
Okay.
your outside
But my
pockets,
hands are in my pockets. So
your waistband,
do
your
you
outside
feel safe
pockets.
now? Do you feel safe?
I do. Thank
Okay,
you.
then go back to your car and please finish your stop.
I
Please
absolutely
finish
will.
your stop.
I will.
Don't extend this. Please finish your stop.
Sir, you're making
Extended.
it extended.
What do you
by your
mean?
not
You're
complying.
extending it by not going back there and handling what we need to do
Okay.
so I can be free on my way. You're extending your stop right now.
I'm not. I'm talking to you
I don't need to talk to you.
because you got out of your car.
Car to look at my tag, yes.
Okay. All
Yes,
right.
I did. I asked you when you were walking away, can I get out and look?
You did not.
I did. You just didn't respond to me. I
Okay.
yelled out the window. You didn't hear me. That's your deal, not mine.
That's fair.
Please handle your business so we can be allowed on our way.
Absolutely. Just hang out here then. Don't look.
I don't need you to give me directives, man. I don't need you to give me directives. Just don't scowl at me like that. You work for me, buddy. Don't scowl at me. Oh, yeah, you do. You do. Who pays you?
Not you.
Who pays you?
Not you.
Who pays you?
Not you.
Who pays you?
Arkansas State Police.
Okay, well then that's who you get your money from. It's us citizens. So quit scowling at
Pay
us.
taxes too.
Okay, good for you. You pay your own check then. Because you
Okay.
work for us. So stop scowling, go back, do what you need to do, but quit looking at me like that. Because it's
And what?
rude.
And what?
It's rude.
The way you're talking to me is very rude.
No, it's not.
You pointing your finger in my face is rude. You not listening to my
Is your-
partner
is your
very
body
rude.
cam on?
Absolutely.
Good, good. Because
Yeah.
it's not rude that you're sitting here staring at me.
Oh, I'm not allowed to look at you?
I don't care if you look at me, you're staring me down trying to...
Now, while you may wonder if the individual had gotten a bit rude with the officer, these cops are always fishing and trying to get one up on people. Fortunately, he stood his ground and reminded them exactly what the law was.
No, I did
Yeah,
not.
you did, trying to tell me to quit talking and
Because
listen
you
to
were
him.
not listening to
don't,
him.
Well, fucking don't tell. Don't.
This is a traffic stop.
Okay.
You're supposed to listen to our instructions.
I don't have to listen to your instructions.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Absolutely.
I can go to jail for not listening to your instructions when they're lawful instructions. When they're not lawful instructions, I don't have to listen to them. So when you you tell me to be quiet, you're telling me I don't have a First Amendment. So you need to figure out what you're doing.
No.
Yeah,
You know the law, right?
you know the law.
Do you know the law?
Do you know the law?
I'm asking you a
Do
question.
you know the law?
Absolutely.
Okay, then do your
I do it
job
for a
and do
living.
the law.
What do you think I'm doing?
Okay, move on, man.
I'm
Quit
here
staring
with
me
you.
down.
I'm here with you,
Quit
buddy.
staring me down.
No. I like the way you look.
Bully. I can guarantee you're a bully.
A bully?
Feel it.
A bully?
Yeah.
What are you? What does that make
A citizen
you?
of the United States.
What does that make you?
A citizens of the United States of America. Can you please quit being so jumpy? You're scaring me how
you're
jumpy
scaring
you are
me.
with the gun on you, man.
You're scaring me.
Why did you jump so fast?
Because
when
I don't know
just
what you're
moved?
about to do.
Cops do need to realize that whatever they say just cannot be obeyed. Finally, one of the troopers gets back and gives a warning to him. Now, while the stop should have ended at this point, they were now trying to drag it more by issuing more unlawful commands.
Doc, can I read your mind?
You guys are a piece of work. You know
Hey,
that?
Benjamin,
So are you.
here's this for you. All that is just a warning for the expired time of medical insurance, okay? For failure to present, alright?
So it's a ticket or a warning?
It's a warning.
Oh,
It's not a ticket. You don't have a court date.
Thank you.
It does not show up on your record or anything like that. It's just saying
This
why
has an incident number on it?
No, because there's no incident here.
Well, you stopped me. So
There's
an
a
incident.
warning.
So there's a
warning
warning number will
Yes.
tie to your guys' body.
Correct. Correct.
And your names are all on it and all that. Walk through it.
Correct.
Correct. Who's the other officer with you guys?
I don't know his name. I'm not at liberty to discuss that, sir.
Public
You have the
figures.
rest of your day.
Public figures
Take
don't
care.
tell.
Just like you, I don't answer questions. Do not walk up on my partner like that. Get in your car.
I'm not walking up on anybody. I'm walking
in your
across
car.
the parking lot, man.
I'm going to ask you one last time. Get in your car.
I don't have to leave, first of all. I don't have to leave. That's not a lawful
Okay.
order.
Well,
That's
here
not a
is-
lawful
here
order.
is
I'm
a
going to
lawful
step
order.
back.
Step
I'm gonna
back.
That's not a lawful order. It's just
Step
this.
back.
You gave me this. Once this is in, it's done.
Then when you
The traffic
approach
stop
another,
is.
when you
I didn't
approach
approach
another
him. I
trooper,
walked that way.
Troopers once again fell back on the excuse of officer safety, despite having already checked and confirmed the individual posed no threat. If officers are that afraid of routine encounters, maybe they shouldn't be in the job at all.
You just push your finger like you do. Push your finger like you do. You guys don't know the law. None of you do. I've worked with you guys quite a bit now, and none of you know the law. You all think you know the law. I'm giving you a lawful order not to walk up on my car. I just walked up on your car. I just walked up on it, man. What's the lawful order? Where's your lawful order? See, I told you, there's no lawful order, is there? Where's the lawful order, man?
Will you give me a chance to explain it?
Go for it. Explain it.
Without, just stop right there.
I'll stop right here so you'll say.
Okay.
Because you're pretty jumpy.
Okay. Allow me a chance to explain it, and don't interrupt me, okay? And I'll be polite about it. As long as you treat me with respect, I'll treat you with respect.
I did you. We don't have to listen. It's all I'm doing.
Okay. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Are you done? Are you ready for me to explain
I've been
it?
waiting for you, man. Just start talking.
Okay.
Instead
So
of playing.
my issue with the entire traffic stop, from the start, someone, my partner over there, told you to turn around so he could pat you down, right? Because you got out of, listen, you can talk when I'm done, okay? He asked you to put your hands on the trunk of the vehicle there, okay, which you disobeyed, which that is a lawful order.
The back and forth continued, with the individual firmly pressing the officer on his lack of understanding of the law.
Sure?
Yep,
Sure about that.
absolutely,
You're sure about that.
100%.
And you can just pat me down for no reason.
He had a good reason to
What
pat
did
you
he
down.
have a reason? I had my hands in my pocket.
You stepped out of the vehicle.
I had my hands in my pocket.
You stepped out of the vehicle without him knowing, and started walking to his car. That's a sign. That's a sign of a threat.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay.
Threatened by someone walking to the back of their car. You need to get a different job.
No. That's not how it goes. That's not how it
Just
works.
saying, if you're scared of somebody walking to the back of their car, then that's a threat. You need to get a different job.
No.
And words out of my
The
mouth.
facts are that you. The facts. Stop. The facts. The
You
facts.
told me I didn't have either.
The facts.
Here we go.
The facts of you getting out of the vehicle without being told to do so, we treat as a threat. because we are unsure of why you're getting.
Stay in the car.
Do what?
You told me I had to stay in the car. What law says I have to stay in the car? What law says I have to stay in the car?
It's common knowledge, man.
It's not common knowledge.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
It's not a common law, is what you're trying to use, and it's not common law.
I didn't say it was a law. I said it's common knowledge.
You don't have no right.
Unless I order you out of the car.
Laws. You only handle laws, sir. That's your job. You can't say my feelings. This is how I feel.
I don't disagree with you.
You have laws you abide by.
Correct.
Abide by your laws, not your
Highway
feelings.
62.
It's the state law.
And Summer Mountain
State
Road.
law.
No 20 on a white.
State law.
Early 2000s GMC
I'm
Yukon.
not saying the state law says that you can't get out of your vehicle. But the fact that you got out free-willingly
Sir,
and started
did I
walking
threaten
towards,
him?
we don't know.
Ask him right there. He's right there. Did I threaten him?
Now, I'm just telling you what it looks like.
Eventually, the troopers returned to their vehicles and drove off, having issued only a warning after getting an earful about which laws they could enforce and which they couldn't.
Because that's how you feel. I know it. I see it in your face right now.
No.
You're smiling because you know.
No, I'm
You know
smiling
when you
because
go
this
on
is
a
ridiculous.
stop, when you go on a stop,
I'm
you're
smiling
always
because
right.
this is ridiculous.
You're always right. What's
That's
ridiculous?
That's why there's their court
What's
system.
ridiculous is that your man just told me he had a lawful thing to tell me I couldn't walk around the cars, and I did, and nobody did anything. Because why? You guys don't have laws. You only go by laws, but you tell people a lot of bullshit to make them think you have more control than you do. Yeah, roll your eyes, man. Roll them. I love it. I love it because you know what I'm talking about. You guys know you use lingo that makes you seem like you have more control than you do. Like, I'm giving you a lawful order, which isn't a lawful order.
Next, watch how this racist pig got caught assaulting a teenager on camera and later paid for it too.
Billy, stop.
We're gonna leave, bro.
Tell your friend to come here right now.
We're on the way.
Leave.
No, I'm not.
Police officers wield great authority, but sometimes the temptation of power leads them astray, only for justice to catch up with them. Today we'll be diving into cases where corrupt cops were caught red-handed and faced the consequences. In June 2017, 15-year-old Jordan Brunson became the target of an unprovoked attack by off-duty Lansing officer William Mason by never posing a threat.
You better tell your friend to get back here.
Hey,
right
bro.
Why is you hitting me?
Let him go,
Come back
dude.
here right now with your phone.
What?
Tell your friend to come back here right now.
Why?
Bro, we can just forget all about this and run, bro.
Who is?
Hey, bro, let him go and we.
Coming in my property. You don't understand that?
Why? Let me go.
No, you
We'll leave.
property. Please stop.
We're gonna leave, bro.
Tell your friend to come here right now.
We're on the way.
Leave.
No, I'm not.
We're on their way. You stay put. No.
I cannot.
You came to the wrong house.
I didn't mean to.
Get your phone off.
Okay, well, who's this guy coming into my yard?
This is one of my friends.
Okay.
I just got my ass.
Figure out what's going on, and you guys are acting stupid.
I'm not involved in it.
Okay, well, tell your friend to sit over here.
I'm not involved in it.
I don't give a who is. You understand that?
The officer pressed his knee into Jordan, shifting his grip between the boy's neck and upper chest while Jordan struggled to breathe.
Right.
So your friend's being a fucking idiot.
Then why you gotta do this to me?
Tell your friend to come over here then.
Why is you
Tell
putting me
him
on the
that.
ground and stuff?
You gotta let him go. If you want.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
You're trespassing in my fucking yard. You understand?
The
that?
what?
How?
You gonna shoot us?
You're
How?
trespassing in my fucking yard.
My friend.
We weren't trespassing. We don't.
Where do you
We
live
can
at?
just.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because you're trespassing in my fucking yard.
We're not trespassing. He just walked in here. We can leave, bro.
You're not.
Why is you
We
doing
didn't
this to me?
trespass. We didn't trespass, y'all. What do we do?
I'm doing that.
Why?
Bro, you don't understand. We just.
Here we go.
No, you
Well,
property. I'm kill you. Stop.
Now, how does someone like this even become a cop? If he wants them off of his lawn, why is he keeping them restrained on it? Eventually, the boy's parents filed a report against the officer, and as of now, there is no update regarding this. Now, these cops thought they could get away with it, but wait until you see the next officer who took corruption to a whole new level.
You got a badge number?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
You're not here on official business.
You don't have a badge number? Can you just, is somebody gonna make things so difficult?
You came to me, I didn't talk to you.
Listen,
On February 28, 2024, First Amendment Auditor Joey set out to film around the Lee County Sheriff's Office. His goal was to document the area for an educational visit. However, what started as a routine recording quickly took a troubling turn.
Lee County Sheriff's Office.
Use other door. Call for assistance. Call for assistance. How you doing today? Good. I just taking some video around this building. That's it. Cool. All right. Thank you. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Sheriff SWAT. Check this out.
Joey entered the building and began recording. The front desk woman greeted him with a professional smile, showing no arrogance or hesitation, but he had no idea that not everyone would be this welcoming.
Ba, 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 ba. Look, guys, they got the American flag. Right. Ain't no blue line on that. Yeah, boy. Ain't no blue line on that. No, they turned off the lights. That one. Range in use.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
How you doing, man?
Good.
Range in use. You guys are done practicing?
Sergeant Mike King made a great first impression, but what happened next will leave you stunned.
I'm not really sure what you mean by practicing.
Well, I mean, I don't know. The lights were on there. The lights were on there. Now it's not.
It's open. It's public range. Do you want to?
I can go walk through
You
there.
can sign up.
Oh.
Become a member.
Oh, no, not for the moment. I just take.
On the way to get back there.
Yeah, I know, but I was just saying I saw through the window, and I was like, the lights are off. I'm just saying. I got a glimpse out of it
Well,
though.
they pay to be in there.
Oh, I gotcha. I never been here. Okay, now I see how it works. Cool.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate it, man. What's your name?
My name is Mike.
Nice to meet you, Mike.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Joey also met other officers that day. What did the next officer have to say? Let's find out.
Why'd you guys shut the blinds?
What's that, brother?
Why'd you guys shut the blinds?
The guys are in there shooting. They come up here for the public, and
Oh yeah.
that's public. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I just took a glimpse, and then now it's the blinds are shut. That sucks. What's your name and badge number?
I'm sorry?
What's your name and badge number?
Captain Griffith.
Cool. Captain?
Captain Griffith. Yeah.
You got a badge number?
Yeah.
You do?
One number 029.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice to meet
How
you,
are
man. I'm good. Hanging in there. Just
Who are you, by the way? What's your name, brother?
My name?
Yeah.
My name's Joey.
Let me meet you, Joe.
Nice to meet you, bro. Cool. I just came to take video here, man. My people were like, yo, go to the gun range and take some video there. See it. And I'm like, okay. So I'm just doing my thing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, yeah. Open range on certain days.
Yeah,
You can come up and shoot. Yeah.
For real? So I could become a member?
Well, it depends. They got to run you and stuff like
Yeah.
that. They do all that stuff.
Yeah, I know. All right. No, I just find it kind of interesting. I don't know. I never been here, and that's all I'm doing.
Unlike his peers, the captain was far more professional and took the time to speak with the auditor respectfully, sharing key information about the gun range.
Just
Oh,
taking a
we
look.
got a problem, man. You
Cool.
do this, you
Awesome.
Take pictures. The only thing we ask is, like, when guys are going around cars, especially like that, come watch that.
Yeah, but
Keep
I like recording the cars. I like recording to make sure the cars are clean. I like recording inside the vehicles, but that's not illegal to do that.
Yeah, we don't. Again, brother. I mean,
Yeah.
like I
There's
said,
nothing wrong
free
with
to
that unless you guys are
roam
hiding something in there or
around.
something.
You just free to roam around, brother.
Yeah.
You know?
That's all I'm doing. I'm not trying to break into vehicles and etc. Appreciate your demeanor, man.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, bro.
Great day today, man.
Yeah, I know.
Goodness, what a day.
Nobody seemed to bother Joey as he wandered the area except for one guy. Sergeant Mike King took it upon himself to intervene, turning a simple act into official business. But he didn't stop there. He escalated the situation even more.
Got everything else you need?
What was that?
Got everything you need?
Something like that.
You do?
Something like that, yeah. Pretty much.
All right, well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you got a badge number?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
You're not here on official business.
What do you
I'm
mean?
not addressing you in official capacity.
Don't you work for the public?
I do.
So why won't you give your name and act
I
professional?
gave you my name. It's sir. Go back and look at
Yeah, I know,
video.
but your badge number.
If there's anything else I can help you with.
Yeah, your badge number. How do I know it's you? Come on, man. Why you gotta be unprofessional? All your other buddies were cool. Are you ashamed of your badge number?
Now you might think it was bad enough that he wouldn't give you his badge number, but it went further than that. He later continued using language that was not only rude, but entirely inappropriate.
Why'd you come out here though? To address me? That's crazy. Now I'm gonna have to find out your badge number. Can I just get your badge number? I'll be on my way.
I said no.
Why won't you give your badge
Because
number?
we're not here on official capacity. If
You don't have to be.
Of this range, we can sign you up right over here and you can pay your membership.
What's the attitude? Relax. My business is recording here.
Come back up to me, son. If it makes you feel uncomfortable in any kind of way, you let me know.
Oh, feelings. You're gonna go with feelings instead of the law?
Joey was not going to give up. He went to report Sergeant Mike's actions because he was determined to defend his rights. But before he could get a response, Mike returned.
Can you get me your supervisor, sir? Of course not. This guy has a bad attitude, dude. Now, honestly, was I rude?
Joey had no idea what this man was planning, but soon Sergeant Mike returned, and this time he wasn't alone. He brought along a supervisor with him.
Hey, how you doing?
Were you looking to speak to a supervisor?
Yeah. I just need that man's badge number.
I don't know what his badge number is. Why do you need his badge number?
Because I want to file a complaint. Because he's unprofessional, he gave me a bad attitude, and he doesn't want to identify. I came here to record, not trying to interact with nobody. I wanted to know who he was. He's a public servant. He gave me a bad attitude. So I want to file a complaint. Did you guys got complaint forms?
Nope, I don't have them.
So how do I file a complaint on this guy?
You go online.
So how do I know who he is?
Sergeant Mike King.
Sergeant?
Yeah.
Mike King? He don't have a badge number?
I don't know what's your badge.
Can you just, this might gotta make things so difficult.
You came to me, I didn't talk to you.
Listen. What?
I'm allowed to walk around my
Okay,
house.
but hold on.
The auditor then continued to film for some while before calling it a day. He hasn't filed any complaint against the deputy, but there is surely nothing that would have been done against him. Moving on, here's an even more shady cop who not only conducted an unlawful traffic stop, but continued to abuse his authority throughout the encounter.
Okay, so you were behind me the whole time. Did you see me swerve?
An officer approached a man after receiving an alleged report, claiming that the man was unable to maintain his lane while driving.
Morning. Get your license, registration, insurance on you?
Is there a reason why you're pulling me over on my property?
We got a call that you were unable to maintain your lane and you were driving recklessly down the dike.
Okay, so you were behind me the whole time. Did you see me swerve?
So, you got your license.
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Officer Van Team from Clay Township Police Department.
Just to let you know, I am recording you.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
recording you too, sir.
I'm reaching for my wallet.
Okay.
You guys follow me home every night. Just to let you know.
Okay. What's your name?
You'll get it on my ID.
Okay.
There's my license.
Thank you, Brian.
Insurance. Registration.
Brian fully cooperated with the officer despite not being at fault, handing over his license without hesitation.
Pulled me over because he said I was swerving. He followed me for a whole mile. Not once did he want to answer my question about if he saw me swerve. So, look. We got one. And they got one right there. They got two. You can come around to this side. You can come around to this side. I can hear you.
Are you waving your hand? Do you need something?
No, I'm just letting my viewers know that I got pulled over for nothing.
All right, that's fine. Let everybody know.
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Officer Thompson, 17.
Thank you. I don't know why you guys pulled me over. You guys followed me for a whole mile. And then he wants to say that I got called in for swerving. I asked him if he saw me swerve at all, and he didn't want to answer the question. So I'll be talking to Mike Coach here about this. So
The officer kept following Brian for about a mile, but when he asked the officer whether he saw any signs of swerving, the officer had nothing to say.
Because if he would have been suspicious of me swerving all over the road, I can't hear you. You can hear me just fine.
I can't hear you with the fan and window's partly down, so. I can speak up, I can hear you better.
I go, if he would have been suspicious of me swerving all over the road, he would have pulled me over sooner, not in my driveway.
Right. So also, I just wanted to know, my dispatcher notified us that you had a warrant. The RO of this vehicle, who you are, the RO of this vehicle, had a warrant. Part of the reason for your stop. It is out of East Point, and they are not going to come pick you up. Are you aware of the warrant out of East Point?
No.
Okay.
What's the warrant for?
It's a failure to appear for fail to yield or something.
Failed to yield. I never got anything in the mail.
So you're aware. You have a warrant out of East Point. So you want to contact probably the court there.
Okay.
You want me to quick run and see what court it is? I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It is frustrating how these officers take the caller's words as fact without even investigating. It is corrupt cops like these who give everyone a bad name.
So you want to contact the 38 District Court in East Point.
And when was that warrant issued?
Honestly, I don't want to go back and look again, sir. If you really want me to, I will, but I would say I don't know off the top of my head.
And you said 38 District Court?
38 District Court, East Point.
Okay, and your name and badge number again?
Officer Van Team.
Van Team? Okay,
Yep.
thank you.
Yes, sir. Have a good day.
Yep.
So what was the real reason why the officer pulled over Brian? Was it because of an active warrant, but then he let him go? Well, if you think this officer was embarrassed, just wait until you see what happened to this next cop.
Yeah, no, there's no apology letter. I know from the minister. Sergeant Cole should be apologizing to him.
Okay. In September 2024, Sergeant Cole of the New Jersey Police Department entered a teenager's home without a warrant and assaulted him. As the boy's mother filed a complaint against the sergeant, he sent one of his officers to the door with a crazy request.
Hey, Miss Sanchez. Hey, how you doing? I'm here for Sifredo.
What?
He's getting a station house adjustment for what happened on Saturday. It's pretty much in lieu of criminal charges. Dude. And once he's completed with that, and writing an apology letter to Sergeant Cole.
Yeah, we know that. When is the court date?
There's no court date, there's no charges, that's what I'm saying. It's in
Yeah,
lieu of
no,
charges.
there's no apology letter. I know from the minister.
Okay.
There'll be a lawyer involved in it.
Okay, so.
Sergeant Cole should be apologizing to him.
It is sickening to imagine the audacity of the police department to demand an apology from the mother instead of the other way around. But thankfully, the mom was not backing down.
He went in the house without a warrant. Arrested my son. My son is not a criminal.
You put him in custody. He didn't arrest him.
Well, and he's charging him with...
No, I'm not right now. He's not.
Okay,
I'm
but
not.
still.
That's what I'm saying.
My son has scratches from handcuffs.
I understand.
My son is not a criminal, so I'll grab this. What do you
Well,
need from me?
No, that's what I'm saying, in lieu of charges.
Okay.
That's what it is. You want a copy of it? And you could decide and then just let me know.
Oh, from right now, he's not doing any of this. I'm letting you know right now.
Okay. Well, yeah.
No apology letter. I'm sorry.
It's in lieu of criminal charges. That's what we do.
Well, we can take it to court if he decides that he wants to continue charges because he is not getting an apology from me or my son.
Okay.
My son did nothing wrong.
Take your decision. Have a good day.
Next, we look at a crooked officer who arrests a man simply for asserting his rights while standing inside a police station.
You're not understanding. I'm disabled. You have no authority over me. You're not going to tell me what to do. You don't intimidate me.
You are no longer welcome in this.
Slap me on it. Slap me on it. I want to know what live. I want to know what live.
Stand up.
I am passively.
Police officers sometimes abuse their power, committing actions that ultimately lead to their downfall. Today we'll be looking at how these corrupt and evil police officers ended up unlawfully arresting a man who was only demanding his rights. On December 5th, 2024, First Amendment Auditor William Reynolds went over to Cheektowaga Police Department along with his wife to file a complaint against an officer who had assaulted him previously. Upon entering, he encountered Sergeant James Rutkowski.
Your body cams on? Yes, sir. Okay. Just a question. Then maybe you could answer, and I just want your opinion on it. I'm a big guy, right? Okay. Are you guys allowed to, like, you guys have to
to follow the same laws I do. The uniform, that badge doesn't give you extra rights or privileges, right? So if you put your hands on a citizen, a private citizen, without rights or without reason, and nothing is done, the lieutenant, I asked him in the office when he took me back to the other day, I said, if I was to right now get up and shove you in the shoulder like Officer Grant shoved me, what would happen? He told me, I would laugh at you. Right then I should have crossed that desk. Right then I should have crossed that desk. When we come out this door, I asked him again, what would happen if I put my hands on you? I would laugh at you.
A few weeks ago, Reynolds arrived at a police stop where he was pushed and shoved by the officer on the scene. He tried to file a complaint against him, but the corrupt police department just shut him down.
He says, I'd laugh at you for being so stupid for getting arrested. That's entrapment. He also cursed at me. I can't get a lot of your officers to identify. I can't get the name of an officer I filed the complaint on because Hotchkiss says, well, we've put the complaint in, but I'm not going to tell you which of the 3 officers there cursed at you. Okay. Even though she knows. Okay. I was put on 941 paperwork.
I'm sorry, I'm unaware.
No, I'm just like, like I said, that's why I'm asking to speak to the captain of the chief.
Okay. I can.
I would love for you. All I need from you, let them know William Reynolds is here. He will be here until they come see me. Okay. If they don't come see me today, I'll be posting my videos online, and you guys can deal with the complaints and calls that you will get. Okay. Because, like I said, your lieutenant cursed at me, tried to entrap me.
Sergeant James was much more cordial than his peers earlier, and he gave the auditor ample time to convey his message. However, he made it clear that he won't be leaving without filing a complaint.
We'll video record everything.
I can do a couple things for you. I can. I think they're in an administrative meeting right now. I can leave a message for you. If you'd like, I can direct you to his phone.
You need an answer. I've already called him twice. Okay. They don't call me back. Okay. That's why I'm in person.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I'm allowed to sit in this lobby and record all I want. I'm allowed to talk to people that come in. I'm allowed to ask your staff things. I'm allowed to record your police. I'm going to ask why I've been pulled over for a plate blocker, for my plate being illegal, my plate holder being illegal. Okay. You guys have vehicles out in your private lot with toll blockers, front tinted windows, and he says, well, they're on a private lot, so I'm not going to ticket them. My next thing is I'm going to sit out in a lawn chair waiting for them to leave, and I'll call 911 every time someone leaves. Okay. You guys are going to either hold yourselves accountable, you will either be the consequences for yourself, or I will be your consequences.
The sergeant told Reynolds that a police officer cannot be on the receiving end of a disorderly charge, and just because he wasn't present on the scene, he cannot make a statement on his conduct.
Like I said, if you want to go tell either Coons or Jarris that it's going to be a long day for them. Yeah, it's going to be a long day
I'll
every
pass
day.
the message along. I don't know what's on.
That's all I want. And you don't have to say anything else besides it will be a very long day, it's going to be a difficult time until they come see me. And, and I'll be here until they do, and I'll keep calling, and I'll let other people call on my behalf. They can either stop this now and be men and come out here and talk to me, be adults, and hold their officers accountable for the bad things they do, the lies they tell. I appreciate passing on. I appreciate talking. Yeah, no problem. I get. When I came in and filed my complaint, I was told by the male officer, I should have gotten his name, to be honest. He told me that I said I want your officer arrested or charged with disorderly conduct. I'm not going to charge one of my officers with disorderly conduct. We should have arrested you for like 80 times. Arrest me.
Reynolds wasn't going to back down easily and was willing to be arrested but not surrender his constitutional right.
He needs to get a disorderly conduct violation. Do Slavitisky. Interference is physical, correct? And it's physical, right? Interference, if you charge me with interference, it has to be a physical act. My words are not interference, right? Me just being there is not interference. Your officer having to take his attention away from his call is not interference.
When you say interference, you mean like a specific a criminal charge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interfering with an officer's duty.
Yeah. Okay. I apologize. Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Typically, it is.
So me just talking and being there, that's interference.
If I can't speak for that situation.
No. Yeah. In general. So that's all I'm asking. Yes or no? Interference has to be physical, right?
I mean, again, we can go hypotheticals all day.
There's not hypotheticals. In the statute, does it say it has to be physical?
It doesn't say physical. No. So if you're and interference, let me kind of push on that. That is not a quote unquote charge that we have here. Are you referring to obstruction?
I'm sorry. Yes, that's what it is.
Reynolds was also charged with interference with a crime scene, as he was only recording a traffic stop from a safe distance. Now, it is clear that some cops just hate being filmed, and the police department seems deeply corrupt.
If I'm trying to investigate a situation, if I have somebody in the middle of the situation, was uninvolved.
You can put up tape. That's the beautiful part.
Screaming, yep.
And
Could put up tape.
You can put up, let's not use that.
Yeah.
Screaming is your addition. The chief and the captain.
William, right?
William.
And then,
Patricia, yeah.
Patricia, I'm sorry.
And let them know
Nice to meet
William
you.
Reynolds. They know who I am. Like guaranteed.
Okay, I'll pass the message along.
This will not stop until my needs are met. This will not stop. I can be here every day. I can record. I will protest. Y'all can hold yourself accountable, or I will do it. Like when I ask for an officer for charges to be filed against an officer, and they tell me they won't do it, I'm asking you to file charges. You're an officer. That's what you do. You don't get to decide whether, I'm not going to do it. I asked you to file charges, right? It should have been done, correct?
I can't speak for that. If you let me.
As an officer, right now, I am asking you to file charges against the officer that swore at me for disorderly conduct, and I want charges for disorderly conduct against Officer Slavotinsky for cursing at me in his office.
Yeah. Would I file charges against Lieutenant Slavotinsky or that other person? I wouldn't. I would generate a report. I would generate a complaint of some sort. But me personally not being involved in the situation.
Once again, Sergeant Jack is on point. According to the law, an officer must be present at the scene to charge another officer with a crime, and they must have witnessed it firsthand. Staying professional, the sergeant patiently explains this to Reynolds once again.
So specifically for disorderly conduct, it being a violation in New York State, unless
anything that is caused to disturb or alarm. I was alarmed that he would call me while he is on the job. I am alarmed. I am letting you know the circumstances. I would like Slavotinsky and I'd like the body cam footage to be seen, and I'd like your other officers cited with disorderly conduct. Just say we don't need to go back and forth anymore. Are you going to cite them? Yes or no?
Me personally, I wouldn't review that situation, sir, because I don't think it happened on my shift. Number
it doesn't
one,
matter. You're a police officer. A statute was broken. I would like Black Chief, who was on today. I know he's on because I saw your paperwork. I want him to come down. He was there. I'd like him to issue the citation.
Now, it is rare to see cops holding each other accountable, and this case seems no different. However, the sergeant finally agreed to call back the officers from the traffic stop who made the unlawful arrest.
I'm asking you for the sergeant that was there, that showed up on scene, and heard your officer curse at me.
I think with the complaint that you have, if they address that further today with you, I would address it with either Captain Gervais or the Chief of Police, whoever speaks to you.
Okay.
But as far as me filing charges, or Sergeant Black Chief filing charges against an officer...
But I'm just going off of you gave me a bunch of reasons why you wouldn't or couldn't, and I'm giving you reasons why that guy can. And they're the exact reasons why you said you couldn't.
I'm not trying to speculate or argue with you.
Me neither. I just want to know that if someone wants to file a disorderly conduct charge with you, that you're telling me because you weren't there, you won't file it. I'm not asking you to be judge, jury, or a lawyer. I'm asking you to file a charge and let the judge and them decide. You have body cam. If it didn't happen, then he walks free, right?
It would definitely go up.
It's good to know that no matter what happens, they will not file charges against their officers. They will not hold each other accountable at the time things happen.
As the auditor stood his ground, more officers began arriving, clearly attempting to escalate the pressure and forcing him to leave.
Clear. I want you to be clear with what's going on with me here. I'm not leaving. I'm not trespassing. I'm broken the law.
What I'm telling you is, if you disrupt the normal operations of our police station, you will be...
How so? How would I be disrupting? Let me know so I don't do it.
If our dispatchers can't sit here and conduct their work with you without you disrupting them,
hold
then
on.
officers will be arrested.
Sit there?
Okay? And you need
I didn't disrupt them there. How did I disrupt them
You
there?
need to have a legitimate purpose for being here.
I am. I would like to see the captain or the chief.
They're not available. You will not see them.
I will sit here all day and I'll come back tomorrow and I'll come back every subsequent day until they see me. You're not understanding. I'm disabled. You have no authority over me. You're not going to tell me what to do. You don't intimidate me. You understand that?
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
So we can get the chief.
I want to be very clear.
Who are you? Please identify. Captain Schmidt. Let's get some. Perfect.
We are not going to continue in this pattern. You are interrupting the flow of our operations.
You would let me know how I'm interrupting. I would like to know how I'm interrupting.
Reynolds shut down the first officer with a solid response, but then Captain Schmidt stepped in, doubling down on lies to force him off the property, threatening arrest for trespassing.
Listen, because I need you to hear this. All of your complaints are closed. If you're dissatisfied with how they've been dealt with, you can follow up with the Attorney General's office. That is your remedy. If you're further dissatisfied with how you've been treated, you may follow a lawsuit, get yourself an attorney and do that. What we are not going to do is we're not going to have you sit in our front lobby. We have a duty.
You can't do anything about it. You can't do anything about it, Captain Schmidt.
We have a
duty. You can't do anything about it,
Captain. To keep this lobby open for the other members of our town to come in and file reports.
You're 100%
for
right.
victims of crime to come in, for people to come in.
Is this a public lobby? It is on the onus of you to create privacy. You don't want to talk to me, bro. I know more than you. I know more than you. I know more than you.
I just want you to understand what I'm saying.
Are you going to arrest me if I don't leave? Are you going to arrest me if I don't leave?
Yes. Yes.
You might want to put the cuffs on me right now. Put the cuffs on me right now. I'm not leaving. I am protesting. I am in your lobby protesting.
So I want to be clear.
First Amendment right.
No legitimate
First Amendment right.
You are creating a disturbance.
Where?
I have a question.
There's other people in our operation.
One person now. There's one person here. What disturbance?
He's the mailman.
He's the mailman.
I'm their mailman too.
Right? Thank you.
The captain claims that filing a report against an officer is disruptive and affects the entire department. Tensions escalate quickly, and what happens next will leave you stunned.
Arrest me or get the hell out of my
How was a complaint?
Right now, you can stand up.
No, I'm not. So you can arrest me.
You refuse to leave, you are going to be arrested
For what? I have to break the law in public for you to arrest me.
You are no longer welcome in this area.
Why? I'm First Amendment. Is it a First Amendment right
to cause us to interrupt the flow of our operation?
How? What did I? Okay.
Our front desk lobby is now closed because of your attitudes, because of your actions, because of
They've
your
never been out here.
Yeah, I
do not feel safe being at the front desk with you.
That's not my problem. If you don't feel safe, then you should be a cop.
Okay.
So are you buying both?
So this is.
Let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question. You can leave, or you can be arrested for trespass. You are no longer welcome in this lobby.
Slap mom. I want to know what live. I want to know what.
Stand up.
I am passively aggressing.
Stand up and turn around. You are
under arrest. He's twisting my wrist. He's twisting my wrist.
You are under arrest.
Okay.
Despite his resistance, Reynolds is handcuffed and arrested for trespassing in a public place. Now, it is shocking how these corrupt cops go to such lengths to cover their tracks.
I don't want to hurt you. I don't want you to get hurt.
How can you say a complaint was closed that was never filed?
How do you feel rough there being with me?
How can you say a complaint was closed that was never filed? We are here to file the complaint and you're saying it's already closed.
You are under arrest for trespass.
Well, why did I break the trespass? I did not. I have to break the law. I have to break the law, sir.
Take that up in court.
Okay.
You have to wait out here.
The officer's failure to handle a simple complaint was disturbing, leading to Reynolds' illegal arrest. Meanwhile, Miss Reynolds kept recording, relentlessly questioning Captain Schmidt and calling him out for breaking the law.
You're no longer accepting complaints from my husband.
So, and I would be very clear on this, so there is no confusion. Every time we have...
Wait, I need you to say we are no...
Okay. Build to that point, so I'm going to say it very articulately, so there's no confusion. Every time we deal with your husband, that is a targeted attempt, in our estimation, for him to complain about our officers. Every time we have an interaction with him, what follows is another complaint. We have adjudicated complaint after complaint after complaint. We are not going to continue to entertain this behavior. We are not going to continue to use our manpower and our resources to focus on one person who is trying to interact with the police to make complaints. We're not going to.
Now you wonder what else somebody is supposed to do when the officers investigate themselves and prove that they are innocent. At this point, Reynolds must sue the department and the officers involved to seek justice.
If they were not calling my husband an if they were not lying to both of us, we wouldn't be in this situation.
So there are other avenues for him, as I already explained earlier. He can go to the Attorney General's office if he believes we're not handling these complaints seriously, if we're not investigating them fully. He can file a lawsuit. Those are avenues to him that are legal avenues. Once we're at the point where I say you have no legal purpose in this building any longer and you are interfering with their operations and you need to leave, at that point, he had to leave.
Because you came out saying the complaint was filed and closed.
Yeah, so,
but we hadn't even filed it yet.
Is we're not just going to continue to do, okay, that complaint's closed, I'm doing a new complaint. Well, I don't like the way they talk to me, it's a new complaint.
Reynolds was arrested and there have been no updates regarding the status of this case. However, we hope that he ends up taking legal action against these officers. Now, while these cops did the unthinkable, this next tyrant made the worst decision of his career.
Sit out!
No.
You sit out! Get on the ground!
On October 27th, 2024, resident Lich Vu was driving with his wife when he had a minor collision on the road. An officer who had seen this quickly pulled him over and went over to confront him.
Whenever you complete a U-turn...
I didn't U-turn.
Hold on. Whenever you complete a U-turn, you're supposed to be as far to that corner as possible, okay?
Yes, that means they have another car in front of her. That's why, I cannot parking behind her.
Okay, well, you are required to go as far away between, you're not supposed to be between any cars. You're supposed to be against that curb line. I need you to sign with your finger. It's not an admission of guilt. You're just signing saying you'll take care of the citation for a ticket. You're promising saying that you'll take care of it at a later date, whether that be in court or if you take care of it outside of court.
Mr. Vu could have just simply signed a ticket and moved on. Instead, he stepped out of his vehicle, catching the officer off guard. He had no idea how quickly things would escalate.
I don't think that you're understanding what I'm saying here, okay?
I understand. I told you, the car, the front of her can her to the beginning, and she didn't turn.
Whenever you make a U-turn,
I didn't make a U-turn.
sorry. Let me clarify, okay? Whenever you enter a little intersection thing like that, you are not allowed to go side by side next to a car. Okay? You have to go behind vehicles.
Hey, you are the police.
Yes.
So you know.
Okay.
How many cars?
We are done, sir. No, we're done arguing about this. Okay.
I don't think so.
We are not We are not arguing about this. Okay.
I want to show you.
We argue in court. We argue in court.
The individual in question was a 70-year-old man, and he was becoming restless with each passing moment.
We don't argue on the side of the road. We argue in court. Yes, that's how it works. Because if not, if you don't sign this, you go to jail. Okay? I don't want to take you to jail.
I'm ready to go to jail.
You ready to go to jail?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Okay, that involves impounding your car too. Okay.
We stay here waiting for go through here. We're not U-turn.
Okay.
Waiting to
It doesn't
go
matter
here.
about a U-turn or whatever. That lane,
And I heard,
you can't.
she hit us.
The officer failed to grasp the situation and continued escalating it, setting the stage for a shocking outcome.
See where that car's at? Whenever you enter that area, that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to leave any space at all. You're not supposed to leave any space at all.
You see that two car?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
I am the top
The way
car.
where
I'm the
your
top
vehicle
car.
was located, your
Top
vehicle
car.
is not like that.
Sit up.
No.
You sit up.
Get on the ground.
No. See, sir. No. Cho anh em lần. Anh đánh nó, đánh lại đi. Anh đi em lần.
Yeah, I'm gonna call an ambulance.
Look at his face.
The corrupt officer showed no regard for the elderly man's age, slamming him face first onto the concrete. Now, here's another angle of that shocking incident.
Your vehicle was located, your
Top
vehicle
car.
is not like that.
Sit up.
No.
You sit up.
Get on the ground.
No. See, sir. No.
Mr. Vu was rushed to the hospital with a brain bleed and remains hospitalized. Meanwhile, the officer has been placed on administrative duty. The case will now go to the Oklahoma County District Attorney, who will decide whether to file criminal charges against the officer. Now that brings us to the end of this video. Today we saw corrupt officers committing outrageous and unlawful acts. These tyrants must be held accountable for repeatedly abusing their power. Hopefully they face charges and lose their positions for good. And if you agree with me, please support us by liking this video. Also, if you enjoyed this video, watch the moments where these corrupt cops were owned and humbled in court.
You told me this is a court that's got nothing to do with you. Starting from there, we're going to be back and you're going to be going to jail.